Hi, come on in. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Wendy, your chaos coordinator, and I'm so happy that you're back with us today. I hope you brought your spoon. Go get your chair, pull it up. We are making a roast chicken tonight. Now, no, it's not going to make you cry. No. No, it's not like Thanksgiving where the bird gets dry. This isn't how this works. Don't be afraid. We're going to make a really good moist roast chicken with vegetables, okay? Okay. So you've got your chair pulled up. Let's get this going. I have a chicken that I've rinsed, and I've taken out the goodie bag out of the inside here. I have a whole bag of baby carrots up underneath here. I also happen to have an onion. We're going to throw an onion in. We've got some butter, some celery, and some potatoes we're going to chop up and set underneath the bird as well. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is salt and pepper our bird. So guess what I'm using to salt and pepper the bird? No. Yep. McCormick. Tick, tick, tick. McCormick. I'm your girl. Come on. Use me. We got this. All right, so I'm just going to sprinkle our bird with the Montreal seasoning. You would be using salt, pepper, Italian seasoning if you wanted to, or poultry seasoning. You would also use garlic powder and onion powder. But I am just using the good old McCormick's because it's all in one. But I do like a little extra garlic powder. So I'm going to use my garlic powder and give him a shake. Did anybody count my shakes? Was that 12? Get back over here, bird. And we'll get some garlic powder going there. All right. The next thing we want to do is we want to stuff our bird, the inside pieces of the bird. And normally what I'll do is I will take some, see how he's kind of laying on the carrots? I like that he lays on the carrots. That lets the juices stay down and he still gets to get brown, but you still get the flavor of the carrots. And some people really enjoy the flavor of the carrots when they've been in there. So here we go. I'm just putting 4 or 5 carrots in. I'm also going to put 1 pat of butter. You're going to get messy with this guy. So I got 1 pat of butter. I'm going to throw him in here. The celery. I cut up 3 stalks of celery. We're just going to shove them in there as well. Shove in some onion. You want that inside to be pretty well stocked up. So don't worry about don't worry if you think, oh no, that's way too much stuff. It's not. You can pile it all in there. All right. And then what doesn't fit, I'm just going to add around the sides. It's cool. And I want to finish it off with a big thing of onion. And you can see there's a little flap of skin there. And I'll make sure that that stays folded over. We also have 2 cloves of garlic that I am going to put in there. So let me get that number 1. And I'll just push my knife in there. Wherever that garlic happens to land is great. And then we'll do number 2. We'll do number. I didn't say that. You stop thinking that. I didn't say that at all. Okay. Number 2, bit of garlic. And since that went that way, I'm going to go lower this time. Put Put my onion back there. He's going to keep everything nice and tight, closed in there. All right, next on our list is potatoes. Now, for every person that you have eating this chicken, give them a potato. You're going to cut it into thirds, maybe fourths. These are just regular old russet potatoes that I've cleaned. Yeah, that'll be fine. And you can see 1 inch. The end is a little bit thicker, but that's okay. 1 inch, and you're just going to spread these around the pan as well. And he'll get good and mixed in here. Potato number 2. Potato number 3. You see I'm lining up underneath his leg, and then I'm going to go up underneath his wing. Same thing around the front. I like to use the ends for actual end kinds of pieces. So I'll save that for that. Here you're going up. Here you're going up. Oops, my onion fell out. I'll put him back. There we go. Stay in there, dude. All right, we've got an end piece. Come on up. Now, trick with the little wing guys. Just where his little elbow, that first elbow is, you're just tucking it behind his head like he's taking a dad nap. So real easy. Tuck, tuck. And then his wings magically stay in. And look at that. Now I've got room for this potato. I've got just a little bit of room up there left. So I'm over here on this other side. I have room underneath his little back to add more tatey. Okay, I'll put his onion back in there. Actually, before I do that, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take another pat of butter and split it in two for both of my hands. And I'm just going to put my finger up underneath the skin. Can you see how I'm up underneath there? And I'm just shoving that butter in there, pushing it down. And I'll do the same for the other side. This is the secret to getting a nice moist chicken. Yeah, put a little butter up underneath there, and it cooks right into that breast meat while it's going. And then the last pat of butter that you have left, you're going to split that again. But this time you're just going to rub it and pat it down on top of the chicken. Whoops. That's where our onion goes. So he kind of fills the nooks and crannies. Everybody's got a little bit of butter coming to him. I found that piece of onion I want to use. Last one to shove in there. Okay. Let's make sure he's even under there. There we go. Perfect. All right, nobody's crying yet, right? Nobody's crying. This is all very easy. Just keeping the skin over the onion there on the back end. I'll throw in a little bit of celery. A little bit of butter's left. I'm going to wash my hands before I do anything else, since I was touching the bird. What'd you find, buddy? Buddy's coming in for a piece of celery. Got a piece of celery there? And again, I love the colander because it sets in as a helpmate. I'm just going to hold all your trash, okay, Mom? Perfect. We're holding the trash. All right, so one more splash with that garlic powder. Very good. Whoops. Another piece of celery, buddy. Then I want to, where's my little measuring? Here we go. I don't want to add a lot of water under this, but you just want to put just maybe a quarter cup, if any, to it, just so that the vegetables have something to cling to while the baking process starts. And then I'm taking tin foil and I'm wrapping his little legs because we don't want that part to get burned in the oven. So for those of us that have been in the nail salon, you know what it's like. She wraps your nail in tin foil. Hey, how'd you get up there? Like that. We've got him ready. I'm going to cover him with foil, and he will be going in a 325-degree oven for somewhere between 2.5 hours. I'll give you the exact timing. When we pull him out, I'll tell you exactly how long you should cook the bird for. I believe it's 21 minutes a pound, but I want to verify first. But I know that it's 3.25, so I'm going to throw him in there, and then I'll look and make sure that I set a timer. So nobody cried. That was about 20 minutes of prep time. 20 minutes of prep time. And you're going to look so fancy when this comes out. All right, give us some time. I'm going to throw it in the oven. I'll come back to you. Oh, I remembered one more thing. When you put the foil over the bird to cook, I just wanted you to see that it's there's a hole on the end. You're not like covering it. Can you see this? You're not covering it. You're just covering it because you still want it to breathe. You want the air flow to go through on both sides. So he's just covered. He's not wrapped up tight. You can definitely see underneath his umbrella. Future Wendy. Checking to see, how long do we need to cook this for? Let's check. Apricot chicken. Apricot chicken. You know how good those pork chops were? Apricot chicken. That might be going on the grocery list. Looks like for every 2 pounds, you want to go 1.25 hours. Every 2 pounds. So a 5-pound bird is 2.25 to 2.5 hours at 375. So I gotta go turn up the heat and then we'll get with it. This is a staple in everyone's kitchen. Yes, yes. All right, friends, guess what? That chicken has been in there about 2.5 hours and she's done. She smells wonderful. And we did it. Are you ready to see her? All right, let's get it out. Come on, bird. Get out the oven. Here she comes. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And we didn't even cry. We've got a whole bird ready to eat. Fancy dinner, but not fancy time and not fancy ingredients. You know what, guys? Thank you so much for joining us today. If you like this content, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, because guess what? We've got 88 subscribers as of today. That's amazing. Makes me want to do a happy dance. But this is heavy. Let me put this down. She needs to sit for about 15 minutes before carving, and we're ready to eat. And by the way, behind the camera today is hubby. Thank you, hubby. Have a good one, folks. We'll see you later. Stay tuned for a Zen moment, and catch you next time.